I'm Eleonora from Coastal Crochet, and this is my first crochet tutorial, and it's to accompany my Seaside stash busting blanket crochet along, which I'm hosting over on my blog and on my Instagram. The links are in the description below. We're crocheting just 4 rows per week, and at the end of a slow and gentle crochet along, we'll all have a gorgeous blanket. That is the plan. Some rows are going to be pretty simple and straightforward, but others are going to be a little bit more adventurous. Hence, I'm recording these tutorials to help. So this week, we're crocheting contrasting coloured bobbles. I really love this technique. I think they are fun and actually surprisingly simple to do. Just remember that I use UK crochet terminology, so remember that to avoid any confusion. The bobbles work best in a row of double crochet stitches because bobbles themselves are based on treble stitches and they protrude more when they're worked in a row of shorter stitches. So in this sample I'm holding, we have treble stitches in a row beneath the bobble row and treble stitches in the row above, but the bobbles themselves are worked in a row of shorter double crochet stitches. As always in crochet, there are different ways that people do things. It can get very confusing, and I've seen these bobbles worked in lots of different ways. There are no right or wrongs. There are just good results and bad results. And I like the way that I do the bobbles. I've done this way in many projects, and I think they turn out really nice. So I'm going to show you how I have learned to do these bobbles. They're pretty neat, and if you turn around you can see that I work the contrasting coloured yarn very neatly behind that row and work the double crochet stitches between the bobbles around that contrasting coloured yarn, so it looks really, really neat. Okay, so here I have a sample to show you how to work those contrasting bobble rows. So we're going to chain 1, and that is going to be the first double crochet stitch of the next row. So turn the work. You might want to put a stitch marker into that chain 1 because it can be quite tricky to recognise that as a stitch on the following rows. So you might want to do that. So I'm going to read through my pattern now, which is row 7 of the Seaside stash busting blanket. So it's 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So here's 1. And here's 2. And now it's 1 make bobble. So to make the bobble, we're going to drop that main coloured yarn behind the work, and we're going to get our contrasting coloured yarn and just place it yarn over hook with the end of it just trailing towards the back. And you might just want to secure it with your finger. And now we're going to complete all of the next instructions into the same stitch, which is the next stitch along. So, yarn over hook we've done. Insert hook into the next stitch and pull through the contrasting yarn to the front, and then pull through 2 loops. And we're going to repeat that 4 times. So, yarn over hook, insert into the same stitch, pull through to the front and pull through 2 loops. Repeat again, yarn over hook, insert into the same stitch, yarn over hook and pull through to the front and pull through 2 loops. We're going to repeat that 2 more times, yarn over hook, insert into stitch, pull through to the front and pull through 2 loops. 1 more time, yarn over hook, insert into the same stitch, pull through to the front and pull through 2 loops. And you now have 5 contrasting coloured loops and 1 main colour loop on the hook. And what we do is we drop the contrasting coloured yarn and get your main coloured yarn, which is at the back here. and that we are going to pull through all the loops on the hook, and you have to do this quite tightly. So get the main coloured yarn and pull through all the loops on the hook. And now we're going to carry on with 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches, and this first double crochet stitch has to be done quite tight so that the bobble is quite sort of neat and snug within the row. And this is where we are going to carry the contrasting yarn along the back of the row. So we're going to crochet around that yarn. So 1 double crochet in the next stitch, which is this one here, and we're going to go around that contrasting coloured yarn. Do this quite tight. 1 double crochet, wrapping around that yarn to bring it around invisibly behind the work. 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you look at the back, you can see that the contrasting yarn is wrapped around there, but give that a good pull to bring it a bit neater. And with the bobble, we're pushing it towards the front, so just push it through till it pops through to the front. And that's the first bobble made with the next 5 double crochet stitches. We're now ready to make our next bobble, and this time it's a little bit easier because the contrasting yarn is already there, ready to be used. So drop the main coloured yarn, get your contrasting coloured yarn, and now we're simply doing all of the next instructions into the next stitch. So yarn over hook, insert into stitch, pull through to the front and pull through 2 loops, and repeat this 4 times. Yarn over hook, insert hook into the stitch, pull through to the front and pull through 2 loops. And again, yarn over hook, insert into stitch, pull through to the front and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over hook, insert into the stitch, pull through to the front and pull through 2 loops. One more time, yarn over hook, insert hook into the stitch, pull through to the front and pull through 2 loops. And as before, you now have 5 contrasting coloured loops and 1 main loop on the hook. Drop the contrasting yarn, rejoin the main coloured yarn and pull that through all the loops on the hook, giving a little bit of a tug, and then carry on with the main coloured yarn, wrapping it around the contrasting coloured yarn. Do this first one quite tight. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And it's really important just to pull that contrasting yarn quite, give it a tug, not too tight, but just so it neatens up at the back there, and then push that bobble through to the front. So we now have 2 contrasting coloured bobbles. I'm going to work a couple more. So yarn over hook, insert into the next stitch. I'm going to do that 5 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Get your main coloured yarn again and pull through all the loops on the hook. And then I've got 5 double crochet between each bobble. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you get that contrasting yarn wrapped around properly. There we go. 5. Give it a little tug and push that bobble through to the front of the stitches. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to crochet back along now on the following row. It's quite clear on this sample. I've used quite a thick cotton yarn with a larger hook size, and the stitches are really clear to see each of those V's there. We will be crocheting into, they all represent 1 stitch. So, but on double knitting acrylic type yarns and some wool mix yarns, the stitches aren't as clear as that, so it can be a little bit harder to recognise those stitches. So on row 8 of my Seaside stash busting blanket, we're going to be doing different sized stitches to create a bit of a wave effect. At the end of row 7 you will have made 2 chain, and this counts as the first half treble stitch of this next row. So we turn the work, and now we are going to do 1 treble into the next stitch, which is this one here. And now we're going to do a taller stitch, which is a double treble stitch. And this is the stitch that can be a little bit tricky to recognise and find, especially if you're using a slightly fluffier acrylic thinner yarn. But for double treble, we're wrapping the yarn twice around the hook, and then we're inserting into that stitch, which can be a little bit tricky. It's also quite tight as well, because this is the stitch we pulled quite tight on the last row to get that bobble to be quite snug. Once your hook's in, pull the yarn through to the front, and now you're pulling through the first 2 loops, and the next 2 loops, and then the final 2 loops. And that's your double treble stitch, which you can see is taller than the treble before it. We're now going to go back down in size, so we're going to go back to a 1 treble in the next stitch, and then we're going to do 1 half treble in the next stitch. Half treble is insert the hook into the stitch, pull through, and then pull through all 3 loops on the hook. And now we're going to do a double crochet stitch. Okay, continue with 1 half treble, then 1 treble, and now we're going to do the tall double treble, which is the stitch that will sit directly above that bobble. And then the final stitch of this row is going to be a double crochet, and this is into that double crochet that we made at the beginning of the bobble row, the one where I suggested it might be an idea to put a stitch marker in place, but you can see it just there. It's just above my thumb there, those 2 V's, and that is that stitch which we need to go into. So we're going to go behind both the strands. Again, it's a bit tight to get it in. There we go, it's in. And the final stitch is going to be a double crochet. So we're doing 1 double crochet in that stitch. And there we go. And if we turn the work, you will see we now have a row of contrasting bobbles within a row of sort of wavy stitches made by different stitch heights. So there you go. That's row 7 and 8 of the Seaside stash busting blanket, and I hope this tutorial has helped. Enjoy!